What's up guys, thanks for joining us as we go through our recommendation for March's Kickstarter games to back. All the games mentioned in this list are linked below, and if their campaign isn't successful, there's no guarantee they'll reach a full release. Even by backing a game, it doesn't guarantee that you're going to get a final copy, we just need to disclose that. With the nitty gritty out the way, let's dive into the actual games. Up first, we have got Alders Blood. Alders Blood looks to bring us a dark take on what we've come to expect from the classic top-down strategy genre. What we instantly loved about Alders Blood is how it looks to bring its own unique mark to this classic style game, and it does this in a variety of ways. Firstly, the game features two unique mechanics, a sense system and a darkness system. The sense system means that everywhere you move your team of monster hunters, you'll leave a smell that can be tracked down by the hideous demonic creatures plaguing the world. The darkness system can quickly change the tide of a battle by closing off areas or suddenly summoning terrifying bosses. Although we love both these systems, what really got our attention was the absence of an RNG system, meaning that there's no more 99% chance to hit, only for your go to result in a miss. Alders Blood has a target of £43,000 and is available to back until the 16th of March. If you like the idea of this dark turn-based XCOM style game, then you can reserve yourself a copy for £11. If fully funded, you can expect to be playing Alders Blood around Q1 2019. Straight off the bat, Once Upon a Coma's adorable and intriguing art style caught our interest, but then seeing the name Thomas Brush attached to the project, then we were absolutely all in. Now if you're now thinking, who on earth is Thomas Brush? Well, do you remember the dark adventure game Pinstripe? We have Thomas Brush to thank for that game. Once Upon a Coma carries a very similar art style to Pinstripe, and in many ways looks to be a very similar game, which is by no means a bad thing. You play as Pete, a young boy who has recently awoken from a coma. It doesn't take long for Pete to realise that this isn't the world he remembers. It seems darker, a lot darker, and he can't find his parents anywhere. In fact, the world is completely absent of any grown-ups. With just his father's rusty razor in hand, Pete must venture through this new world, learning to piece the game's soundtrack together, which will hopefully help him find his missing family. Once Upon a Coma has already hit its Nintendo Switch stretch goal. If you like the idea of this dark adventure from the brilliant Thomas Brush, then you can reserve yourself a copy for £11 and have until the 17th of March to help Once Upon a Coma hit its £20,000 goal. Our next recommendation comes in the form of Fatal Flash, a 2D arena brawler that looks to add the strategic value of a TCG to the character customization. Straight off, we should mention that Fatal Flash does plan to release as a free-to-play game, so by backing it now, rewards consist of founders packs, cosmetic items, betas keys, and even the ability to add some input to some design aspects of the game. At launch, Fatal Flash will offer 6 different archetypes to players, each with a drastic difference in playstyle and abilities. As you play, you'll unlock new cards, which don't level up an archetype, but offer different styles of play with that character. The main competitive mode of Fatal Flash plays out in slick 3v3 brawls, but the game also mixes things up with some additional modes like Deliver the Payload and PvE raid bosses. You can try the game out now for yourself, as Fatal Flash has a demo available through the Kickstarter page, which is linked below. The demo even offers online play, so you can try the game out now for free with your friends. Fatal Flash has a goal of £14,000, and you have until the 29th of March to help the game achieve this target. If fully funded, we can expect a full release around February 2019.
Am I really doing this? Moving so far away from civilization to be the man who will turn the tide of war when everything else fails. Millions of lives are at stake, and I have to save them.
The Beast Inside is a psychological horror game that takes players for a multi-layered story spreading over 2 generations. The game starts with you playing as Adam, a CIA cryptanalyst who is responsible for cracking Soviet codes in the Cold War, the era the game is set in. To find some peace and focus more on his work, Adam and his wife decide to move to the country, but after discovering an old diary in the attic of their new home, Adam appears to unlock nightmares that have been locked away for over 100 years. The diary belonged to someone called Nicholas, and it's Nicholas's past that you'll need to venture through to get to the bottom of these century-old horrors. Backing the game now for £14 won't only get you a copy of the game when it releases, but also gives you instant access to the demo, allowing you to get a taste of these horrors and what is expected to come. The beast inside has a backing goal of £33,000 and you have until the 1st of April to help the game achieve this target. If fully funded, we can expect the full release around March next year. Our final recommendation is one that really tugged at our nostalgic strings, and that's the 2D roguelike dungeon crawler Glyphs of Eldamir. This fantasy-inspired game is set in the lands of Eldamir, where after 100 years of peace, a dark corruption has started to spread through the land. This new onslaught of evil is linked to the damaged ancient glyphs, artifacts made up of souls from the once ancients. Glyphs of Eldamir looks to feature a real depth to its RPG systems, allowing you to equip weapons and abilities to suit your playstyle and level them up through what developers Legit Games are calling an advanced skill tree. The game looks to draw inspiration from hit titles like Diablo 2 and Hyper Light Drifter. If it can capture the essence of these previously mentioned games and deliver it with the game's nostalgic art style, then we can't wait to see the final product. Currently in development for PC, if fully funded, Glyphs of Eldamir is expected to release towards the end of this year. If you're interested in seeing Glyphs of Eldamir come to life, then you can get yourself a copy of the game with alpha and beta access for £18 and have until the 4th of April to help Glyphs of Eldamir reach its £2,500 goal. Well, that wraps up March's indie game recommendations. As we said at the beginning, if you choose to back any games from this list, there is no guarantee they will reach a full release. But if you like the idea of these games and you want the chance to maybe see them get a full release, then we definitely recommend you check the link up below and make your own decision to see whether it's worth your money now. To keep up to date with more things indie games, then make sure you subscribe and check out indie-credible.com.